Okay, so I am now ready for turn one. So I've got my chits here, so shaking them up. Oh, just to let you know, I did make a couple of player raids. One I've got here. Hold on, let me. That's in, out. I made exactly what happens in the battles and whatnot, but also all the heroes and markers. I didn't want to be looking through the instructions, every rules, every time I had to do something. So, for those heroes and markers, or for a battle. So let's find out who's gonna go first here. So I can't see this. I'm just drawing out. So the first one, is good thing for the Continentals is the separate. So let's just put that right there. So I'll get a few places I can put it. Okay, so now, so bateau movements. So basically, is this actually a fort? It is actually a fort. Okay, so it is actually a fort. So bateau movement. We'll just put there. That's remind. So, and as you can see, Fort Ticonderoga still has the major thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go half, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5. Let's try that again. So, is there in supply? So this will be and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I guess technically I should be doing it this way. Oh. You just want to see where even. So. Okay, so I'll do the second New York. So we'll just do that the same there and the same here. So I should have 4. Yep, I do. Okay. So now this one right here would require 2. So, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Oh, it's a trail. 5. So I can do that right there. One, and 3, and 4, and supposed to only move 1 at a time. We've got 2. Okay, let's get back to this one. So this one is, so that one's only 5. So 1, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Shoot. 5. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, Okay. And then we'll leave 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Okay. So I got all the movements here. We'll just move here. Okay, so I got through my movement phase. So let's. So now we're going to go ahead. We did movement phase, now it's combat phase. So these guys have to attack in. So we have a fort, and let me. Okay, so here's the way it's going to work out. We have 3 total shifts to the left. First of all, we have the fort, 1 shift, the river's 1 shift, and the cannon is 1 shift. Okay. So, like I said, we have 3 left shifts. We have 1 for the fort, 1 for the artillery, and then 1 for the river. Okay. So the factors are, so we have a factor of 6. So now I've got to attack Montreal with somebody. And it's not going to be good. So I'm just going to throw. So he is going to attack Montreal. So I want everything going into Fort St. John because I want this guy out of here. So, okay. So, factors wise, we have, that's 5. That'd be 11. Let's see. 17. 27. 30. 33. 34, and then that 1 shift, so it's actually only 2 shifts because of the artillery here. So we're at 34. So 34 divided by 5 is, let me, hold on. So that's going to be 500%. That's the way the per columns are set. So that's the highest we can go since we're in, because of my little guy here. Since we're in there, all these guys are in because they're within 2, so they're in supply. So we're going to use the charge table. So 500, but 2 shifts to the left. So that's 1, 2, or 1, 2. That's 1, 2. So we're going to have the 300% to 399%. Pretty sure I got that right. So let's figure out what goes on here. Oh, 6. I know this cannot be good. 6 on a 3 is a DC, and a DC is a defender catastrophe. All involved defending units are eliminated. So these are eliminated. I got to figure out a Deadpool here. I'll just probably put them up here for right now. Okay. Attacking units may pursue. 2 hexes for infantry and engineers, 3 for cavalry. This would be advance after conduct, and then conduct pursuit combat. So, which means I would be able to attack into there, and a fort can still stack 4. So we're going to take my New York boys into there. Okay, so New York is now. Okay, and I get to pick out 2 heroism markers. So, oh, probably should have parlay. morale. Okay. Okay, so we've got that now. So that moved in. Now I can do pursuit combat. So towns don't give any. Yeah, no effect for combat, but this would be one shift left. So we are looking at 200%. Yeah. So that'd be, because 1-to-1 would be 100%, obviously. So 200%, that's quite good. So 200%, 2-to-1 odds, basically. With one shift to the left. Let's go ahead and go with that. Okay, so this is my pursuit combat. And that's 4. That's not too bad. 4 is a bloodbath. Okay. Okay, bloodbath. All of the units on the side with fewer printed combat factors are eliminated. So he's eliminated. Put him up there. Okay. The other side must eliminate at least an equal number of combat factors. So I'm going to have to take care of, unfortunately, 2 of these. So 3rd New York and 1st New York will take care of you.
You're killing me, Smalls!
Of course, the 4th New York is something that I got. Okay, no retreat or pursuit or heroes on markers picked. Okay, so this is good. This guy will not have to fight. Okay, so basically at that is actually it for this subject. Okay, so now, so that one's all complete at this point. So then we draw another chit. Okay. Oh, Arnold, which he doesn't have anything. All he's got is on Fort Western over here. He's got Fort Western right here. That's it. So, and this guy has no movement. See, it's a 2-0, so he has no movement. And I have not got Arnold's, which I will next turn, but I have not gotten his thing yet. So, okay, so Arnold's done. Carleton would be the British forces up here. Okay, so basically we've lost. I could come back into here, but biggest issue with Montreal is that it'd be suicide. I've got the entire American force here, Continental force here. And this kind of did happen in historically speaking. The Continentals kind of went away on that. So they kind of took over Fort St. John and Montreal with that. And actually, hold on a second. Okay, so I thought there was going to be an issue with militia, but apparently not. Basically, it doesn't happen until the subphase, to the reinforcement subphase, which we did not have during the first round. So, and so what we will do is they have to be flipped upside down, and I will randomly draw them, and then what will happen is they'll get put next to the town or city. Okay, so we're gonna randomly choose one of these because we got the Carlton. So let's see here. We'll choose this one, which will be Montreal 2. The only thing is that it must be occupied by at least one in order for the mission to be mobilized. So in this case, because I've got that M2 is for Montreal. There we go. That M2 is for Montreal. Montreal does not have any troops in it, so they cannot be activated. So, okay, so that's that one. And so we did the reinforcement, then we did the sub phase. Basically, let's see here. I think I want to stack up and make this a little bit tougher. So what I'm going to end up doing is moving all these guys here. So that'll give me 1 Riverine, that's 5, that's 7, 2, and then also a defensive shift to hopefully prevent some of these from happening. So that's that. I'm going to keep Quebec the same. I'm going to keep all these out here. Okay, yep. So we've got it. Now this is, the Quebec here is a fortress, and there's some serious trying to get into that one. But I really want to get up here, really the next turn, because once we hit turn 4, which is a winter turn, I can't use the river movement that I'm able to use right now. So definitely want to keep that going. So with that, so okay, combat, no combat, and then we've got to draw another chit, and the only one left was going to be the northern, which we do not have. So in this case, turn one is now complete. So, because that's a northern. So, what we do is we take, we take all the commands and we put it in. And then we have to actually, okay, then we do the attrition plays. The first player checks all his unsplayed units. All of them are in supply. They have to be within 2 hexes of this guy here, and actually 2 hexes of this guy. So we're all good here. And this, because again, remember I told you this little half circle, since we have control of Foreign State John, that makes it work. But then I also have my guy there. Okay. We checked all unsupplied, and then we move to the image. And now we have come to, and I know there's some points here. So what we'll have to do is figure out the points, the victory points. So, okay, so give me a second. Okay, so the only ones that we have here that we'd get points for would be receive at the end of each game turn for occupying Quebec, Trois Rivers, or Montreal, 1 victory point. Well, unfortunately, we did not get to take over Montreal. We didn't get to burst shoot after that. So we don't get credit for that. But we immediately get each of the British side eliminated, and combat generates 1 American per printed combat factors. Now, the 2, actually 3, we have 3 printed combat factors here. And I know this may seem like a lot, but trust me, after seeing what's coming from the U.S. the Continentals are going to lose a lot. So, but what we have here is we actually have a total, as you can see, of 11 combat factors. So we have 11 combat factors So we have the Continentals right now have a plus 11, so which is pretty sweet. And the British have 0. They didn't eliminate. Oh, they did eliminate, didn't they? Um, 2 of them. So in this case, because of the bloodbath, they eliminated these 2. So that'd be 6. So it's 11-6 right now. So for some reason, some strange reason that the game ended on this turn, which it does not, that would the difference would make it so it'd be 5, so it'd be a draw. So for either side, so it's a difference between 0 to 9 is a draw, 10 to 19 is marginal, 20 to 29 is glorious, and 30 plus is epic. So, so it's kind of there. So right now, because we don't have any other ones, and I'll have to get a track or something to keep track of the points. But this will be the first turn. Of course, it'll go a lot faster as I go through this and the turns. There's not that much to them, but once we get kind of the northern, which I think those will come in turn 7, maybe turn 8, turn 7, 8, and 9. We'll have a huge amount of Americans. The British will really start turn 5, turn 6, turn 8, turn 9. Basically after, or not turn, yeah, turn 9. Oh, there's 2 turn 9s. I have to look at that. Yeah. That should be turn 10. After turn 10, there are no more reinforcements coming in. So, and both of these look like everything's a month except for the winter rounds, which game turns 4 and 5 are winters, and those are 2 months. Those are November, December, January, February. So, we'll definitely have to, well, when we get to those winters turns, I'll have to review that. But definitely looks a good start for the Continentals, but that's the way it happened in historically. Historically, they came in, they attacked St. John's and Montreal and kind of made no qualms about that, and then moved up the river, which, historically speaking, I'm going to plan the same. I'm just going to move right up to 12 River next turn. So hopefully we'll get some, and I still got Arnold's troops, which will be coming in from over here. So Arnold's troops will be coming in from over here. So we've got that going. So we'll see how game turn 2 goes. Have a good one. I'll see you on turn 2.